Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to the Wednesday, September 6, Days of Our Lives spoilers, Trip Johnson asked Kayla Johnson for a favor, and she agreed to keep an eye on Trip's cell phone so that he wouldn't be tempted to check it. Kayla decided to just phone Trip's room number in case of an emergency because he didn't want to be interrupted during his romantic evening with Wendy Shin at the Salem Inn. After Trip and Wendy had reunited, room service temporarily interrupted them, so they chose to forgo dinner and champagne. Wendy reassured Trip that it was worth the wait after they had finished their lovemaking and were enjoying in the afterglow. On Wednesday's episode of Days at Bayview, Joyce the hitwoman was shot by Ava Vitali, who caused her to stagger to the bed and pass out from the wound she received. Harris Michaels determined that Joyce still had a pulse after checking. Ava was told to drop the one she was holding when a security guard entered the room and grabbed his gun. Ava made the decision to remove the guard if necessary because she didn't want to go to jail. Ava finally agreed to give Harris the gun after Harris persuaded her repeatedly to do so. The guard was then startled when Harris suddenly armed himself and informed Ava that they were going. Harris made it obvious that Ava could still be the target of someone outside the facility, which is why he managed to get her out. Ava finally came to the conclusion that E.J. Demura must have given the order for the hit after Harris stole a key and smuggled them into a motel room. Johnny Demura questioned what was wrong after hearing E.J. complain about Joyce not responding to him at the Demura mansion. Johnny acted as though his dad was exaggerating after E.J. cooked up a story about Gabby Demura hitting his antique car and requiring repairs. When the topic of Nicole Walker's pregnancy came up, E.J. said he was looking forward to being a father once more. E.J. also indicated that perhaps Johnny was considering what it might be like to have Chanel Dupree as a child in the future. That made Johnny realize that E.J. had told Nicole about wanting to get back together with Chanel. Johnny backtracked after saying that Chanel had lately gone out with Talia Hunter. Since whatever Chanel was doing with Talia was so new, E.J. believed that was a bad decision and behaved as though Johnny shouldn't allow Talia get in the way of chasing the woman he loved. Chanel and Talia then shared a chuckle about what happened at the bowling alley as they had just returned from there on Wednesday's Diola program. Before Kayla called to say she wanted to give birth in person at the hospital, Talia and Chanel shared a kiss. Kayla didn't want to let Talia down over the phone, Talia reasoned, even if Chanel assumed Talia had the job. Talia was pleasantly surprised to meet Kayla and find that the board had accepted the plan to temporarily conceal her. Talia was overjoyed and vowed to keep her promise to Kayla. Johnny returned to Chanel's apartment to confess his continued love for her. An unexpected knock at the door forced Chanel to stop talking since she was at a loss for words. Talia came back to tell Chanel about getting the position at the hospital, and Chanel embraced her warmly. Talia was surprised to see Johnny there and questioned what was going on. Talia questioned Chanel's well-being as Johnny pretended to be leaving before driving off. Despite Chanel's assurances to the contrary, it was obvious that she was anxious and distraught. On Wednesday's Days program, Jada Hunter pretended she had made a mistake and that she now sought the position of police commissioner at the Salem PD. Rafe Hernandez appeared frazzled and began to follow instructions when Jada prodded him to leave her chair. Rafe said she could actually have the job if she wanted it, which made Jada giggle since she was only playing a joke on him. Nevertheless, Rafe was back in the commissioner's chair where he belonged, and Jada was content with her life as a detective. Jada proposed taking this to Rafe's bed, even though Rafe and Jada took advantage of the policy change by sharing a kiss at work. That sounded good to Rafe. But a phone call about the trouble at Bayview cut them off. Jada and Rafe discovered the facility's aftermath of the drama when they arrived and discovered that Iva had fled with Harris. Later, at the hospital, Kayla told Rafe and Jada that she wouldn't be able to speak to them for a while since they were working to get Joyce stabilized for surgery. Rafe and Jada searched through Joyce's burner phone after proving that she wasn't a real Bayview employee and discovered that just one blocked number had sent her texts, one of which inquired as to whether Ava had left the photo. On Wednesday's episode of Days, Ichi got a news alert about the mayhem in Bayview and assumed the crime was finished. While Tripp was spending the night with Wendy, Kayla pondered how Ava got involved in all of this. However, she felt it could wait and decided not to interfere. Days of Our Lives spoilers for September 7 indicate that Maggie Kyriakis will experience yet another wave of sorrow as she gets ready to bid Victor Kyriakis farewell. It's time for Victor's funeral, which will give Salemites plenty of time to consider their regrets and the loss. Maggie will tell Sarah Horton to tell Xander Cook the truth right away, since she doesn't want Sarah to keep lying to the man who is the father of her kid. Since life is too short to deny yourself happiness, Maggie may encourage Sarah to reconcile with Xander because she still deeply loves him. Regardless, Maggie will feel like Xander to know that this child is his, but Days spoilers indicate that Sarah will keep fighting. They'll have a somewhat open talk with Rex Brady and Chloe Lane over there. Rex might remain silent regarding his fatherhood, but he might admit that Chloe's engagement to Xander benefits him by keeping him busy. Rex supports Xander and Chloe's engagement because he wants to keep Xander out of the way, as is known by DOL viewers. Chloe may also acknowledge that her concerns about Xander seeing Sarah again have lessened as a result of Rex and Sarah's marriage. To put it another way, Chloe and Rex might decide that their respective engagements are advantageous to both of them. Therefore, they might come to an agreement to try and keep their wedding preparations on schedule. According to Other Days teasers, Chelsea Brady, Rachel Melvin, will return to town for Victor's burial so she can say goodbye to her grandfather and catch up with some old friends. Once the service starts, Justin Kyriakis, Philip Kyriakis, Brady Black, and some of Victor's other loved ones will all have the opportunity to speak a few things. On Thursday's episode of Days, Philip will try to persuade Kate Roberts Brady that he has improved and won't lose his mind over Chloe. Kate will be reassured by Philip that Brady is not filing charges and that he won't waste the second chance that has been given to him. While this is going on, Xander and Sonny Kyriakis will get into a fight that swiftly gets out of hand, and they'll end up decking one another. Keep checking for updates on the impending chaos as per Days of Our Lives spoilers. Victor's burial will result in some surprising news before the week comes to a close. If you like and love this channel and want to get updates on time, then do follow and subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for further updates. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.